You know this is causing me anxiety. Well, it's good to push your belly. Push your limits. Push your limits. Okay.
This is fun. Okay, standing by, rolling, and action.
In your memories I will live on. In this way I'm not really gone. The times we shared, the moments we cared, our love I hold in this song. From snapdragons I hear the hum of the bees. From the garden I shall fresh grown teas. In the north I pick berries and fish. In the kitchen I cook a brand new dish. On my canvas I paint red and blue, always open to trying something new. In my memories I will live on. In this way I'm not really gone. The times we shared, the moments we cared, our love I hold in this song. On a new journey I leave my physical self. When I first was thinking about this, I didn't want to have, I wanted things that were image evoking. That I have touched many lives as I leave. Let me move on to the next phase with joy. Oh, please don't grieve. I've lived a good life. I just wanted a few images that kind of come to me when I think about my past. And I think that most important, I think I wanted to have like a message to family and friends that even with death, it's not really the end of the relationship. The moments we cared, our love I hold in this song. People who pass on live on in the memories of the people who love them. Really gone. The times we shared, the moments we cared, our love I hold in this song. Probably, Don, for the video for this section of this part, just probably the whole thing would be just okay without editing, eh? Just, you know, unless there's some real glitches or whatever.
There's your first song.
Maybe another step in the phase of my life, I'll become a songwriter.
There you go.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of things to prepare for the end of life. You know, getting things like power of attorney on my kids, and making sure I've got a will that's good, and doing that end of life, you know, where I'm not going to be resuscitated or do anything special to keep me alive anymore. I'm willing to let go. I'm not really afraid of death in a way. I've got a very strong spiritual connection. I think I'm not religious in a more traditional sense. I'm leaving this world without a lot of regrets. You know, I don't have angst, you know, that I've had with individuals or people, or thinking, okay, if I just done that differently, or I look back on my life and I think, okay, you know, I did what I did. I've always felt, and even with other people that, you know, like I went through divorce and stuff, that people always do the best they can with what they have. I feel I've had 11 good years where I've seen grandkids being born, I've traveled, I have grown and developed, and you know, I had a job that I loved, that, you know, I felt that I could contribute to the arts community. So I've had so many good years that I didn't really expect, that I'm just thankful. You know, that's the whole thing about gratitude. Life is a journey. It's not just the end of life is a journey. It's the whole life is a journey. And somebody mentioned the other day, is, you know, as soon as you conceive, you know, basically you end up at the end, and we all go through the process of dying. It's just doing what I can with what I have again, and just really appreciating all the supports and all the love that I've been getting, and really having as much fun as possible. You know, I mean, I'm always into that. Girls just want to have fun, and I'm still up to having fun. Yeah, this is kind of a painting depicting how I envision the last moments of my life as I pass on. I'm going to have the owl, and I'm going to be flying on the wings of the owl to the light, and most of it will be done in dark blues and blacks, and then I'm going to have a river coming through the bottom, sort of from mythology of crossing the river, and have a little group of figure type people in the bottom left as people that I'm leaving behind on my journey. So yeah, it's just I didn't know if I would be doing more painting, but this is quite meaningful for me, and even though I'm doing it with my left hand and with a palette, and a palette knife instead of a brush, I'm still hoping that I can get some of the essence that'll look different than most of my other paintings, which tended to have more finer work. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with the idea, and hope it works out. I would like to thank the board and staff for putting on this little event tonight, because it wasn't really expected. I was the last person to find out about it, and to have my family and friends and everybody included has been just wonderful. And so thank you, and I just wish Commonweal and everybody all the best, and I'm sure you'll have a great new executive director going forward, and just wish you the best. I just think you're going to sail and keep sailing and making an impact in the community. So it's all great.
I'm fine with being the best looking. I like being the tallest.
I have to say how wonderful my children are.
What do you guys think of Mom talking about so matter of fact about the next couple of months?
Well, I think
I think it's actually better being able to talk about it than not being able to talk about it is a big thing.
I think it's been, well, we've known for a long time that it was pretty inevitable. It was going to happen, right? So it's just, I don't know, it's good that we can go through all this stuff. It's better than, I think, all of a sudden, like, anyone can go at any time, right? So it's just nice that you can go through all this stuff and see how you feel.
Process than
yeah.
Marlis have found? There's actually a box of stuff that I had from Marlis, a bunch of people. I put Diane's picture in there too.
Okay.
So
Well, I thought Steve might like that. It's a bed book.
people tell me I laugh like Sean all the time.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Oh, you laugh just like your brother.
Yeah, you guys have the same one.
Yeah.
Well, you guys laugh like your dad.
Oh, good. But I think Steve laughs a little with more like a snake.
That is true.
There's a perfect size box right there that had my autobiography in it. Yeah, I'm happy that I have had these 4 months and maybe a couple of extra months to get all the legacy work done, and there's a few things I'd like to do still. And if I do live a long time and get all the stuff I've got lined up done, I've got a really neat idea for a feature film script. So we'll start working on that. So I'm not just going to give up because all my work is done. I'm going to just find more work. I had a choir singing in the background, and it said, "If I talked to myself, what would I say? Would I be dust on cupboards? Would my life slip away?" And then the second part of the dream, I was outside the church, and the goddess Sophia was coming towards me carrying a scroll. So I did that painting quite a number of years ago. Lots of times when I'm doing paintings, there will be some kind of a message or a dream. If I have a dream, there'll be a message. I've always had I think, a strong spiritual sense, whatever it may be. It's not necessarily following a particular religion, but been doing some shamanic work for the last maybe 4 or so years, and that has been really important to me. I have, a bit of a community that does that, and actually one of my friends has been doing workshops and studying to be a death doula. So I want her to be there at the end to kind of drum me and guide me out. And I do feel I have a strong spiritual connection, to the spiritual world and to in fact to nature, which I think is all part of the shamanic practices.
I would say that just as your father was such a gift for you, and being able to be his caregiver and help him in that way, so you can be a gift for your friends and family and for the greater world in this way. I think just your approach is so amazing in your ability to think beyond the angst that most people, I think, carry when they lose something. And losing one's health is right up there as far as importance for many people. I think that's a real affirmation of what it means to live fully and die fully. That you are really looking at the best of both and bringing them together in such a beautiful way. And I'm really glad to have asked that question, because I think for some people there's an element of, okay, I'm living as I back up to bumping into death. Whereas you've always just faced it fully and lived fully, and as you're coming closer to your own death, you are still very, very present and very vibrant in your relationships. And so while you're doing that, just try to relax the rest of your body as much as possible. So that's it for that one. Yeah. Oh, you're just getting more and more beautiful.
Into a butterfly.
Yeah. Wow. No, seriously, you just... So, no pain, or how's the pain management?
No pain.
Yeah. Wow.
Which makes it really good.
Yeah. That's a real gift. And are you thinking of moving over to hospice if you can?
I found out today that that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
And I go where you are.
Yeah.
The William Booth.
I use a lot of dreams in my artwork. I know dreams have a special significance for you as well. Can you tell me how dreams guide and are part of your life?
Dreams in our traditions is very, very important, because we spend the half life in the other side. When we're sleeping, in this side we have to organize and work and do everything in a good way. In the other side we do the same thing, and we learn many things. All the questions we have here and we don't have clear answer, we go to the other side and there is everything clear.
So is change really important in having a balanced life, to be able to embrace change and invite change in your life? Is that important to reaching a balance?
To talk about balance, like I was explaining, we have to jump this side, to make movement, and movement makes life continuous. So we have to keep moving.
That's always been my philosophy in life, of what I want to attain is balance and harmony. And harmony with nature and with others, and a balance in my life. And I think it's a good thing to strive for.
I thought the nurses were looking after you so carefully that I thought I should get you some chocolate. So, you have to sign the card, or I can sign it for you.
So what do you think of Joanne's? She's looking radiant. I mean, a couple of people have said that already.
I said she's beautiful. She's going to be an angel. Never saw her so pretty.
So what kind of a girl was she? She always had a pen or a paintbrush in her hand?
No. Not until she was probably going to high school that I noticed that she was interested in art. And I also was interested in art, so we sort of conferred on that, and I encouraged her. And she's just it's her way of expressing herself. And you have to look carefully to see it in her pictures. They're pretty well disguised, but I think messages are there.
Oh, hi, Don. It's Joanne. Fortunately, I'm going to have to cancel out our meeting on Tuesday. I have gone back into palliative care. I can't walk or stand up or do anything anymore, like nothing. I'm completely basically bedridden, I guess. But give me a call. I have my cell phone. Bye-bye.
End of message.
As you can be, as long as you are. Do the best you can be. If someone said, if you are alive, then live. So I have to live the best I can do.
Yes.
For as long as I can.
We take one day at a time here. And we try and have some nice time each day. But we won't do anything to sort of prolong anything, but we won't do anything to shorten it either, not actively. Okay? If you got into a real bad state, I'd help you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Alrighty.
Steve's making my urn. And we're gonna have a, what do you call it, a time capsule as part of the urn. So when the leak happens, people can put little messages. In 20 years, it'll be opened for the grandkids. Just talk about, the impact it might have had on people, or little sayings that are important, those kinds of things. So Steve's making, what do you call it?
Well, I call it an infinity box.
A what?
An infinity box. Actually, that was Jody's name for it. Time capsule, that's just kind of like, I don't know, passe, old school. So anyway, Sharon was saying that you've got a card from the tarot group?
Yes, he's gonna get the one that I had last night.
Yep.
It was the last one that I'll pick, and it was for the next life. And it said that it was harmony. That's what was meant to be in my next life. I thought I was gonna die probably this morning, but didn't.
What made you think of that?
I'm throwing up a lot. I can't keep liquids. Can't keep liquids down, food down. So I'm kind of beaten.
Are you eating very much? Or?
Not really at all. For a while. So I'm still feeling pretty good.
Is there a lot of pain?
No.
No pain. That's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Guess so. I'm gonna ask the nurses or a pan, just in case I do throw up or something, which is always very pleasant. They remind me of my doctor right now. He's got the same smile.
Are you still taking your medical marijuana?
No, I quit today. Very strong odor and quite a large pill, which I have a hard time getting off. But it's getting used to, so it tends to make me want to throw up and stuff. So they've increased my other pain medication.
So you get to see the change of the seasons, eh? When you came here, the leaves were just turning, and now it's...
Yeah, I thought I might get outside one more time, but haven't been able to, so... Weather's turning for sure.
So it's an interesting thing, this life force that we carry within us, and how it pulls us in one direction or another. And you have done such a remarkable job of preparing for this time.
Yeah, it's time, and I just don't have strength anymore.
On one level, you don't have physical strength.
I'm really weak.
Yeah, physically.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a vitalness of your soul that is still, that will always be there, right?
Yes.
And it's just a question of orienting to a different shore, if you like.
That makes sense.
So there's some...
But you know, like this morning, I was in bed. I'm not doing a lot of stuff, like eating. So I was pretty free this morning. They were gonna give me a bath. But I don't have a lot to do, and I thought, okay, this morning. And then, of course, I'm throwing up and bleeding quite a bit. Doesn't seem to be too much left there to physically to have to deal with anymore. So I thought maybe today would be a good day to die. So I sort of got up, prepared for that, got all snuggly, got sort of ready to let go. And then they came and gave me a bath. And that kind of revived me again. So then now I don't know what to do. They keep making me up. And I could ask that they don't.
You could.
Just let me go.
Yeah.
I will take off, we'll tell Shirley.
Been my great working with you. Well, forever.
Okay, we'll develop some scripts up there or over there, and when I get ready for me to come and you can teach me.
Send them down.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. We'll do a great job.
Thank you. I'm honored.
And like I said, I think I'm hoping to die soon. Get buried on my birthday.
Perfect. Okay, we'll talk. So this is the last time we'll film.
No, I think that's good. I think